Tonight, a Channel 3 News investigation. Concerned about the alarming number of hit-and-run accidents, we submitted public records requests and found that Escambia and Santa Rosa counties have some of the highest numbers in the state. Channel 3's Bree Sison has been asking, what does it take to bring hit-and-run drivers to justice?
790 hit-and-run crashes were investigated in Escambia County in the first 9.5 months of 2011. That's 18 times as many as, say, Collier County in South Florida. It's another county with similar population and number of highways. Over in Santa Rosa County, there were 170 accidents reported. That's 100 more accidents than Hernando County in Central Florida, which has more people and more roads. Northwest Florida's hit-and-run totals well above average. For the victims of these crashes, justice isn't easy to come by.
I was on the bike like this, and just staring him right in the eyes.
Nicole Stilson told Channel 3 her horrifying story shortly after the May 13th crash that remains unsolved. She was walking along Blue Angel Highway when a dirt bike passed her heading south. He got close and she let him know. Nicole reported to police that the rider turned around and intentionally hit her head-on.
I started screaming for help, and he's still there, and he just looked down at me like I was pathetic and was just staring down at me like this, and then he rode off.
Catching up to that driver hasn't been easy. He was wearing a full-faced helmet, and witnesses didn't catch a license plate number. Her case has essentially gone cold. And Nicole's not alone. 22-year-old Tia Jackson, riding her bike home on Massachusetts Avenue, hit and killed in 2007. Her case, cold. Over in Destin, 15-year-old Shelly Metters killed on Highway 98 9 years ago. Her case, cold.
Pensacola is a busy district and we work a lot of crashes.
Lieutenant Steve Preston is a part of Troop A, the Florida Highway Patrol group that covers from Pensacola to Panama City. If you think his division office has a room where investigators pore over unsolved cases like they do on TV, you've got it all wrong. FHP doesn't even track how many cases are unsolved. Of the 1,500 hit-and-run cases in Northwest Florida this year, it's anyone's guess how many have been cleared.
Every hit-and-run crash is different, and based on the information that we have available to us at the time of the crash dictates how we pursue the investigation.
In cases like Nicole Stilson, unless someone calls with a new lead, the report is closed in 30 days and not looked at again. Nicole has no health insurance, and mounting medical bills no 20-year-old should have to pay. There's been no justice for her or her outraged family.
How could he just run off and just leave her there bleeding on the side of the road? I mean, what kind of person does that?
Channel 3 questioned FHP about Nicole's case.
Would you say you're proactive about looking for those drivers?
We do the best we can to locate drivers of hit-and-run crashes.
Dirt biking is a small community around here.
There's not that many places to ride out here, so in many instances, everybody knows each other somehow, some way.
Bike shop owners say it shouldn't be too difficult to identify the bike that hit Nicole.
I've been around them so long, I can tell in a lot of cases just by headlights or taillights what kind of bike it is. Now being a dirt bike, it's just as simple just to look at the color.
But no one sat down with Nicole to sketch the bike. No pictures were taken of the scene and no accident diagrams were drawn. No new leads were uncovered since the day of the accident. FHP has plenty to keep them busy, running 800 to 900 calls a month, many of them difficult for anyone to stomach, and only so many troopers to go around.
Do you feel like 112 troopers is enough for this area?
We are tasked with doing a job for the public, and we have X amount of troopers to do that job, and we have to do it to the best of our ability with the numbers that we have. And whether there is enough troopers here or not, that's not a decision for me to make.
Now, in fairness, FHP can't get our region's high hit-and-run numbers down by themselves. It is against the law to leave the scene of an accident, and it's the driver's responsibility to stay. We'd like to hear your suggestions for turning this problem around. You can join me on our station's Facebook page right now to chat about area hit-and-runs. I'll hand-deliver your suggestions to FHP. Bree Sison, Channel 3 News.